updates I the on Pinaxtv. Day-to-day updates I the bremo no. Some bi wo what say, if you also I won't say that. Now they want to know what is the latest update and no and I the bremo ye bob one no na ye de abremo na mo so mahu de ekoso wo Ghana ene ewiase afa na nyina. Yes, first update I the on this particular session I the mamo no. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Him said 31st January, the NPP omo eko akono omo kwakoyi omo flag bearer. Na way and a polls upon polls upon polls. Nipa dodo na na eko dodo na de omo polls aba polls omo ni nkan ye predicting why the be winning na why the be why and I didn't work with Gina as flag bearer for the new patriotic party. Now way and a lecturer any finance expert Dr. Evans Dia omo edi polls bi aba HSS CAD honorable Kennedy Agyapong we hwiri edi kan ama Dr. Ya Oseduchumo ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mokrade omo atete ahwe baabi with about 53%, 53.8%, almost 54% there. Like I said, a one-touch win for a honorable Kennedy Agyapong. The updates on what they are as to who is winning come January 2025.
Now, with this, in August, we had some of the candidates doing well, but as it is. Now, with this, in August, we had some of the candidates doing well, but in September, we are seeing a sharp change with some of them, and I would share them with you right away. So, as you can see, in the worst case scenario, we have an Honorable Kennedy Agyapong doing a 44.11%. This is against what he did in August, which was a 41.73%. Now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who did a 39.09% in August, has also improved slightly from 39.09 to 39.51. So Honorable Kennedy Agyapong has increased significantly, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has also increased, but marginally. And then we have Dr. Agyapong, who has actually decreased as compared. He was around, the previous one was around 11.34%, and now he's doing a 6.28%. Then Dr. Duchum, who was doing a 2.71% in August, is now doing a 3.19%. And Kwabena Agyapong, who did a 0.34%, is actually doing a 0.86%. So you could see that almost 4 out of 5 candidates have all in a way significantly improved. And this is what has been extrapolated and projected based on the total population size. So we are looking at, in the worst case scenario, we're having a situation where none of these candidates is crossing the 50+1. It means that as it stands, then there is a situation that can happen that there could be a probable runoff if things should stand as this way. However, based on the number of, so if you look at it carefully over here, we have here been 94% of the worst case scenario, because the undecided and undisclosed are forming 6% to make it 100%. Please, is that okay? So now what happens is that in the best case scenario, we see one of the candidates crossing the 50+1. And if as at the September polls, and please, I always say this is not predictive. It is actually just a snapshot as at a period. As of September, if there is any candidate that can cross the 50+1, then it is Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. And we are looking at a 53.8%. Then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia actually drops, because most of the people who voted for him maybe in 2023 most of them are in the undecided and undisclosed, and they are really looking at where they will stand. Dr. Agyapong gains from 6.28 to 8.27. Dr. Duchum gains from 3.19% to 4.39. And Kwabena Agyapong moves from the 0.83, because he was doing 0.34 in August. He's moved to 0.86, and in the best case scenario can move to 1.33. Now, these are how it is looking like for all of them. So we are looking at the worst case scenario being like the baseline, and then the best case scenario being like the ceiling. So what it means is that currently the potential of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong now is he doing a minimum of 44% going into the primaries and a maximum of 53% going into the primaries as at September. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is currently doing a minimum of 32% and doing a maximum of 39%. Dr. Brian Agyapong is doing a minimum of 6.28% and a maximum of 8.27%. Yao Duchum is doing a minimum of 3.19% and a maximum of 4.39%. And Engineer Kwabena Agyapong doing a 0.86% and a maximum of 1.33%. If you look at the delta, you look at the change happening here, almost all four candidates gain, whilst Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the one who loses because he is the main candidate from which the other candidates are taking votes from. Please, I hope you understand it. And then
All right, so that was a year Dr. Evans Gia, the posa or the Abba currently are, or they suggest see idea. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is in a comfortable lead. Omowa Kennedy na edinachi with a whooping 53.8%, and 54%. I don't know. And Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Kennedy Agyapong, one we cry a base of 44%. One we cry no a base of 44%, but in a very good case, a yes scenario, you know, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, a bit me enya about 53% obetimi ede akọ nanim ewo abato nimu ewo honum. So that was a year Dr. Evans Gia, the posa or the Eba. Now Dr. Equia Amwakwa NPP communications team no member neba ko na ne nsem o de abetu dwa about Honorable Kennedy Agyapong we ena ama Kevin Taylor nso so abetu to be ede ama no dodo na say all of a sudden Kevin Taylor aswitch campus say on Kennedy Agyapong ena ebo all can be ma Kennedy Agyapong say moto abama na at a point in the kasemu no asset or campaigning the ama Kennedy Agyapong or say will not tolerate any disrespect to a Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Sebi open some cry na nya nsem a betimi aka fa no to say die Dr. Equia Amwakwa eka adefa Honorable Kennedy Agyapong no enti we ama Kevin Taylor ne boafu pa kire say ono party no NPP party no ono Kevin Taylor ope party na asem no wom and no free still now or that should join a year NPP party no enti on tena ho ma memfa a year Flagbearer hopeful Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and entry form tie ngotie asempote ben ena Dr. Equia Amwakwa de tudwa enunti ama Honorable Kennedy Agyapong when you're backing from a Kevin Taylor ho yengotie what exactly Kevin Taylor is saying about what this lady said.
Kennedy no. And then man me as an MPP, former MPP person. I'm still part of it. And sometimes we better be like, oh, Kevin Taylor or your campaign Kennedy. But the issue here is how can we allow such young people in the party? Go in the draws yes, obey a doctor Abeng. Chancellor was starting in Abeng to look at Kennedy and tell Ghana Funina on Twitter, say Kennedy Jimmy for or Kasa Ansana Wajini, na Najuni Moon Sipi, wait. Now Kennedy, wafa mafa kra cry we on fanenenda. So how did we get here? How can the party come this low? All because I was a Bawumia be a flag bearer. Fine, we know you are going to rake, but at least show some respect. Oh, your bar or bar we got offended to say bearman fan the bearman share the two. Now, Ojina can some way. Then we sit and we think this is normal. Yes, cinema made in Nako school, never part in Nako school. Now Akitesia we ne took Krodo so in Nam Krum say, me a doctor. Such a dirty riffraff. The despicableness of this. And today, you need to be a friend about what will be being a numkasa as a binigunenum. All because of politics. Because Bawumiana ne yere e. What is this? Sani party. What kind of disrespect is this?
All right, so that was a Kevin Taylor, Nesemo, or they Atuja on a Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Who said, we won't tolerate any disrespect. Now, someone, Dr. Equia Amwakwa to Johnny said, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, Nsembi or can, Yana and Falcon policies, Nsembi or can be or Casat said, Sebi, Empono or Cassan, or Jim, who was over Cassav, you know. After na no ko Jones asema me kan yi ne kwan so anu na asa nya ne kwan so anu no eno ene ensemo lady no Eddie Tuja. It was one unfortunate one. Kevin Taylor also Eddie Nidi Ababe to so said. Empo, some of us forced Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba. And not just someone disrespecting a year honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Tables can turn. Never bet me dane na Ababe the honorable Kennedy Agyapong. It's more share, more someone more can ye as NPP communications team member. Say they can kind no. No one now feel say NPP ko na ngasa de nkomunya omde Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba. But grassroots for no say ye pe honorable Kennedy Agyapong. I don't know they no all can they say a year delegates and say baby abefa bia oh mo de ken ba de be to mo de ken ba de be to mo nti say NPP pe so mo wini dia omo hwe na omo nto aba no emfa ma honorable Kennedy Akompreko Agyapong nti wey is what is coming from Kevin Taylor and the camp as against what Dr. Ekwuamakwa can defy honorable Kennedy Agyapong one sebe ohun say entwa ye say o kan sem bi say edify honorable Kennedy Agyapong and